Oh, okay. So my phone decided that it wanted to start recording, so I'm going to record. I'm kind of bored today, and I decided that I am going to get on here and do a video about do a continuation on my video on twin flames. Okay, hopefully the volume is good. I would hate to record an entire video and you cannot hear me, so I am praying that the audio is good. I did not do makeup or nothing, honey. Okay, so I am in my raw form. Okay. um so excuse the look. Okay, excuse the look. But I was thinking about, I had watched my last video on twin flames and what it means to be a twin flame. And since then, I've come across, I looked up a couple of videos on twin flame couples, and just to get a little bit of like, really to make myself feel good. Like, okay, are there actual people that are twin flames that have come into union? Okay, because it just seems like, you know, this whole process is like a never-ending thing, right? And so I came across a few videos on different couples were who claimed to be twin flames. Okay. So as I was looking at these couples and listening to their stories, it started to become clear to me that these couples were not twin flames. Okay, they just were not. And so it made me think that it is probably a good idea to set the record straight on what a twin flame connection is. Okay. And it's, although everyone is different, right? There are certain themes within the twin flame journey that is consistent. And, you know, there are people out there who are currently in twin flame dynamics and will probably very much so resonate with this video. So, the biggest thing that I will say is that, kind of expounding on my last video, 3, 2, 1 on the timer. Okay, so this is, we're going somewhere. Thank you, spirit. Okay, expounding upon my last video, the twin flame journey is not something that you are going to be seeking. Okay, and the biggest reason for that, I'm just gonna give it to you straight, no chaser, okay? The biggest reason for that is this is not a situation where you're gonna seek it out. And the reason for that is because it is, how do I put this? So let's say you are a child. You are a 5-year-old child, right? Everyone's seen those videos where the kids are on the camera and their parents, this is like back in the day, so maybe I'm aging myself, but I think most people who would be watching this know about these videos. So the parents would sit the kids at a table and they would put some gummy bears on the table, right? And they would say, okay, I'm gonna put these gummy bears right here and I'll be right back. But while I'm gone, I don't want you to touch the gummy bears, right? And so the kids are like, okay, you know. And they're sitting there waiting for their parents to come back because they know when their parents come back, they're going to be able to get the gummy bears. But like 4 out of 5 kids would not wait, and they grabbed the gummy bears, right, and put it in their mouth before their parents got back. And there was an occasional child that would wait for their parents to get back. Okay, so I say this to say it's like that. Okay, it's like having gummy bears right there on the table. And let's say, switch it out for whatever it is that you like the most, okay? Whatever it is that you like the most, whatever it is, okay? It's right there on the table. It's sitting right in front of you. And you can't take it. You can't eat the gummy bears. You can't take it. You cannot have it, okay? You are forced to go within in order to find the fulfillment within, right? You are forced to use your inner strength to guide you forward. It's not for the faint of heart, baby, okay? So the reason I'm bringing that up is because a lot of the couples that I came across, they sought after their twin flame journey, okay? They sought after their twin flame. I'm going to reiterate. Twin flames are not something that you're seeking, okay? This dynamic will come to you when you least expect it, because your soul has already entered into this agreement before you came into this incarnation, right? Into this body, into this vessel. Your soul has already had a contract with everybody that you come into contact with, but especially your twin flame, okay? So when you bump into them, it's going to catch you by surprise. It's going to catch you at a time where you least expect it. You are not seeking it, okay? And there's nothing wrong with wanting. I think that, some people want to have that that dynamic where they're finding someone that they resonate with and they love, and that is a beautiful thing, okay? Like, we all want that, right? We all want a companion, someone that helps us to grow and evolve and be the best versions of ourselves. And while twin flames, yes, that is definitely in the cards for the journey, that person that you're seeking, that you come into contact with, when you seek that person, I'd venture to say that those are soulmates. And they could be high-level soulmates, but those are going to be your soulmates, okay? Those are going to be people who see the best in you, challenge you for the better, right? Give you the things that you need out of a partner. And they're going to support you, right? They're going to support you in the ways that you need physically. 909 on the timer, right? Whereas the twin flame dynamic, you're not seeking that person. So when that person comes into your life, when they come into your vicinity, it's going to be in a time where your soul needs it. So you could be going through something, right? You could be going through a time in your life where you don't even realize that your soul is seeking. Your soul has been seeking something profound because it's already been written in a contract. This contract has already been worked out with another soul before you incarnated. So you come into contact with that person, and your life does a complete 180, okay? No, I venture to say you do a 360 and then a 180, okay? Like you're it's all over the place. You were going to be going through dark nights of the soul at least one time, if not more. I mean, I think I've been through a dark night of the soul probably about 2 times, okay? Maybe even more than that. Definitely twice. The first dark night of the soul that I had when I met my twin flame was super, super intense. It was so incredibly intense. I went through probably the greatest mourning, mourning, because I was mourning the loss of myself, right? I was mourning the person that I thought that I was to become the woman that I'm meant to be, to become the person that my higher self, my soul self, had been destined to be, right? And I'm still finding her. I'm not all the way there yet. I'm still learning and I'm still growing. I'm still in this evolutionary process. We're always constantly evolving and growing and becoming, right? 1212 on the timer. And so yeah, and so it's just not something, it's not a journey that should be taken lightly by any means. It's not a journey that you want to seek out. Although it's a beautiful connection to be able to come into yourself, it's very difficult. Having someone there is a runner and a chaser, okay, in the beginning of these connections. 1313 on the timer. When you come into connection with your twin flame, there will be a runner and there will be a chaser. This is not something that is avoided, okay? It will happen. It will happen. And so whether you find yourself as a runner or you find yourself as a chaser, it's not fun, right? It's not fun. It is. I was a chaser, okay? And my person was a runner. As a chaser, you're like drawn to somebody, right? Like a moth to a flame, okay? It's very intense. You just feel the pull. You feel a pull towards somebody that, like, you've never felt for anybody in your entire life, okay? You will know. You will know without a shadow of a doubt. It's not even something that it's not something that you will doubt, okay? Because you will feel it. And as you're chasing this person, as you're going towards this person, because you can't help it, right? That person is also feeling the pull towards you, right? But you're both in an unhealed state at this point. So you're chasing in an unhealed way. They're running in an unhealed way because they're under the impression of like, I want they either A, don't want to be in a relationship, B, they could already be in a relationship, and the intensity of the connection and the feeling is like dangerous, right? It's dangerous for whatever connection they're currently in. And they're not ready. You know, that person isn't ready to face those types of feelings. And even you or me, I'll say as a chaser, I wasn't ready to give someone that level of commitment that I feel so deeply inside, right? So it's like you find the love of your life. This person will be the love of your life, okay? And to find that person, and to not be able to be in union with them is an intense feeling, right? It's not fun. If you can imagine, you know, being in love and not being able to experience that love with the person that you're in love with. It's not a situation where it's like you know, if y'all are familiar with You on YouTube, it's not like that. Okay, it's not anything where if you are, and this is where it gets a bit where it can get a bit thin line between love and hate type of, you know, situation. Like, check your mental stability, okay? Because if it's starting to feel like I'm trying to find the way to put this to where it doesn't put anyone that may be doing something unhealthy, right? I don't want to embolden anybody who is doing something unhealthy. So if you are in a situation, in a dynamic where someone says, leave me alone, and you are still pursuing, you need to leave that person alone, okay? Let's say you are in a twin flame dynamic and your person, your divine counterpart is saying that to you. You do want to not pursue, okay? Do not pursue them. Go within. The idea is to really go within yourself and to understand yourself better. And that's where the beauty of a twin flame relationship comes in, is you get the opportunity to learn how to be patient, okay? Because you've got to be patient in this journey, okay? I thought I was a patient person until I came to this dynamic, and I'm like, wow, you know, I'm really learning that I've got a lot more strength and patience than I even thought that I had, you know. But yeah, the idea is to go within and find that that strength within yourself. Find yourself. Find out what your triggers are, why you're pursuing this person, why you why you have the relationships that you've had in the past, what unhealthy dynamics you are attracting into your life. I mean, I have dissected myself in a way that I have never looked at myself before. I'm an Aquarius moon, so in all of my relationships, I didn't know this before I started this journey, but in all of my relationships, when emotions got too intense, honey, I would check out, okay? I am checked all the way out. I'm in another planet. I am so not present, okay? And it was not healthy. I was doing things in a very unhealthy way, and I didn't realize it. I was always in those relationships where it was like an avoidant and I forget I mean, some of y'all probably know a little bit more about psychology than I do, but basically it's like you get in a relationship where it's like the person is clingy, you know, and you are avoidant. So I was the avoidant, and I would always attract in partners that were clingy, because we were seeking something within ourselves that the other person had, which is, it seems so backwards, but anyways. So I was able to really start to understand the dynamics of my relationships, and not only my relationship with other people, but the relationship that I had with myself, my inner self. And it's just been a beautiful unfolding, right? Ultimately now I've been able to find a lot of compassion for myself, understanding for myself, love for myself that I never had before. I was in such a place where I didn't love myself. I just did not, okay? And I didn't realize how much I didn't love myself, you know? And I've been able to find that unconditional love within myself. And in that, not requiring the chase, right? I have found that even though I feel the magnetic pull towards my person, you know, my divine counterpart, I don't require that I chase him, okay? And that took a long time to get to, okay? I'm not even gonna lie. That took a long time to get to that point. And there are still times where I, do want to reach out, but I stop myself because I'm learning that there's no validation that I need to seek in anybody else, right? It's all about like the ego. The ego wants to be validated. The ego is hurt when, like you're not validating my existence. Like, why? No, it's not okay. Um but it's all about finding that validation within the self, okay? But anyways, I feel like I just like ranted, and hopefully that video made sense. Um, and yeah, I think that's about it. Okay. If I go back on this video and listen to it and feel that I need to add more, I will. But I do feel compelled to just speak on this process a little bit. I'd like to provide a platform where people who are in a twin flame journey can actually go to and feel heard, feel validated in their experience. It is hard to watch other couples who are not in a true twin flame dynamic, claim to be in a twin flame dynamic, have sought out their twin flame counterpart, only to find that those are not twin flames, those are soulmates. And therefore, someone who's in a real twin flame dynamic could go to that, and their experience will not be validated within that connection. And it's that is something that is hard to deal with, okay? Because this is a journey that is difficult for a lot of people. I mean, I read some of the comments on people who have been in their twin flame journey for years, 10 plus years, and that is a hard journey to have to be in for that amount of time. Twin flames don't have to come together as a couple, because we all have free will. And I think that's why it's so important to learn to find the love within, so that you don't need to be externally validated. You don't need that dynamic to come into union within the 3D in order to feel whole within yourself. There are people that are still holding on to, their divine counterpart, and I can fully understand why they're doing it, because it is such a magnetic pull, and it's unlike anything. It's like the feeling of it is very euphoric, okay? But it's also there's a reason for that that feeling. There's a reason why that's that person is still holding on to their counterpart and chasing. Once we release the need to chase, that's really the sweet spot. That's where you want to be in, because you no longer have to care about that person, like coming into your life, because now you're kind of settled within yourself. And yeah, I mean, I said I was done, but I guess I felt like I needed to say that little piece again. And we all, like I said, we're all coming into this in a different way, and I can understand where I can understand how people can still be in that dynamic where they're chasing. I mean, I still struggle with it, like I said, myself. So definitely there is no judgment here. Um, it is not an easy journey. For those of you who are on this twin flame journey, I commend you for your strength in going through this. I've even said to myself, like, why would I choose this? Why would I choose it? And it is starting to be more clear to me why I chose this. Coming into this vessel, right? Coming into Earth School, why I chose to partake in this twin flame journey and dynamic, because my ascension has been very rapid, and that's the glory of it, is you go through this rapid ascension process, and that part has been beautiful. I mean, it makes me almost like emotional, because I've had so many questions throughout the years on what my purpose was, and just knowing that I had a purpose here, but I just couldn't understand what that purpose was, and I just was constantly seeking that the answer to that question. And to have found it, it has been a beautiful thing. I'm still not fully 100% clear on what the specific mission, if you will, is, but I've got a good understanding now of what I'm supposed to be doing, and that's it. I'm supposed to be healing people, healing the collective in some way. So that's been lovely. I am so appreciative to be in the position where now I have answers to so many of the existential questions that I've had throughout the years. So, anyways, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for those of you who have stuck around to listen to this rant. If you like the video, please hit the like button. If you want to subscribe to my channel, please do so. If you feel resonant with my energy, I would love to have you stick around, and hopefully I am more consistent with these videos. I don't want to keep saying that, but it is what it is. All right, bye.